What's going on, traders? Hope you guys are doing well. In this video, I'll be doing a backtest series. So essentially what I'll be doing is I'll be posting every single week where I just do a little bit of practice trading, do backtesting, and I want to share that with you guys. So make sure you guys are subscribed, like this video as well, and comment down below what pair I should backtest next, okay? With that being said, I'm currently looking at Euro JPY. We're going to go to a random point in the market, and then we're going to use our price action analysis to see if our analysis is going to be correct or not. Now, this is going to be a one-shot take, so whether I lose the trade, whether I win the trade, this is going to be uploaded on YouTube, okay? So we're just going to go on a daily time frame, Euro Yen. I'm just going to go like this, just so I don't know what the trends are or anything like that. All I'm seeing right now is just a straight line. So we're going to press our replay tool, and we're going to go to a random point in the market. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we are currently on Euro JPY on the daily time frame, and what we can see right here is we are hugely in an uptrend. Okay, most recently we've had a higher high right here, and then a higher low right there, and then a new higher high. So higher low here, higher high, higher low, and then a new higher high. So what I'll be looking for currently right now is I want to see maybe price give us another type of retracement before pushing up towards the new high. Okay, so that's going to be our overall trend and our overall bias. I'm also just going to go ahead and add this trend line here because I do recognize that this could potentially be in play right there. Okay, and now I'm going to drop down on the 4-hour and see what happens. Okay, so the trend line is not there anymore, so I'll just quickly add this trend line. Boom. Okay, so what I want to see is I want to see price kind of dwindle down into this trend line and then give us a nice little buying opportunity. So I'm just going to use a fib tool here to see if we can get another confluence. So from the low up to the high, and we can see that the 61.80% and our 71% lines up perfectly with our trend line, and I recognize that there is a nice level of support over here as well. So you can see support over here, resistance, resistance, support, and we're going to see hopefully price come down, reject, and then we're going to be looking for a new high to be formed. Okay, so let's see what price does if we're going to come down to the fib tool or if we're going to make a new high. Let's see. Okay, so it seems as though market does not want to come down to the fib tool, which is completely okay because you can't really predict what's going to happen next with the market. All you can do is kind of be ahead of the curve just a little bit. Okay, there it is. Okay, so we actually did eventually come down to that fib tool and that trend line. So we're going to just see here up to the high there, and then our trend line not quite. Let's see if we can maybe come down for a retest perhaps. Okay, so there's no retest. I'm recognizing that there is a strong level of resistance that's being formed here, and we're just gonna have to just wait and see what the market gives us. We got to sit on our hands and let the market play out sometimes. Okay, so we see a nice break above our level of resistance, so we're expecting a new higher high to occur. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to wait for a nice retest because again the overall bias is bullish and I'm expecting a new higher high. With that being said, those are already confluences, very strong confluences of that. We're going to wait for a retest here, wait for price to give us some type of rejection, and then we're gonna look for a potential buy position. Okay, so let's see if we can get a little bit of a retest here. So let's see. Okay, so maybe this right here was our retest, but unfortunately with the replay tool it kind of happened a bit too quick. Okay, perfect. So market just went up, made a new higher high, and now we're expecting market to come down and give us a new higher low. So let me just extend this trend line just in case market does want to come back down here. This right here is a very strong level of support, and we're just gonna adjust our fib tool to match our new higher low and higher high. Okay, so we're not going to use the wick at the top there because this most likely was some type of fundamental news that a lot of manipulation occurred. Okay, ooh, okay, perfect. So price came into that level of support as expected, rejected off that 61.80%. I want to see price come down into this region once again. Okay, so I'm going to do it slowly here. Okay, we're going to wait for the next candlestick. Interesting. Let's wait for the next one. Is it going to be bullish? Not quite. Not quite. I'm trying to wait now for some type of bullish reaction. Some type of bullish reaction. Is it going to come retest? Let's see, just, ooh, okay, perfect. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so we're gonna enter this trade here. We're gonna aim at 171.439 because again, looking at the overall structure of the market, we are looking for a new higher high to be formed. So with this, we're gonna place our stop loss below, and we're gonna look for a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio on this. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. I'm just gonna tap on the button a bit quicker, and you can see we are in profit. So I'm going to make this trade risk-free. So basically I'm going to bring my stop loss to break even. So if something happens, fundamental news occurs, or like some type of virus comes out, whatever the case may be, and market tanks, we are safe in our trade right now. Okay, so okay, as expected, we are seeing some resistance at the top. We usually do see resistance at the higher highs. Let's see if we can break through and hit our take profit, and very close. Let's see if we can just very close there, and wow, very close, but we're not. This is very interesting. We came very close to take profit, but not quite there yet. It seems as though there it is. Okay, so profit was eventually hit, and this was our 1 to 4 risk reward ratio. Oh, it was more of a 1 to 3.75 actually risk reward ratio, which is fine. So this was a very good trade, very interesting. I liked how, I hope you guys can take some lessons from it. One of the lessons that I personally learned from this is obviously sitting on your hands and waiting for the setup to come to you. Missed opportunities are still okay. You don't have to be sad over them. However, you just kind of have to be patient and wait for the next opportunity to arise, and then be prepared for that next opportunity as well. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.